Hi guys, I'm looking forward to UFC 218. This is one of the better fights of the year, I think. December 2nd, this Saturday coming up. Jose Aldo, longtime reigning 145-pound champion, gets another crack at Max Holloway. The first fight, I wasn't so surprised that Max Holloway won. I was surprised in the way that he won. I did not expect him to knock Jose Aldo out. That makes me question Aldo's chin. And Max, 24, 25 years old. I mean, this super young kid, so much experience for how young he is, and he's just getting better and better. An amazing, absolutely amazing, multifaceted, skilled fighter. This kid's incredible. I'd like to see him get his rematch with Conor here one of these days if he gets past Aldo. Jose Aldo was a legend, though. He's the greatest 145-pound champion ever. It's not questionable at this point. 10 years, undefeated. 10 years he carried the 145-pound strap. And then Conor came in and kind of erased everything in everybody's mind in 13 seconds. And people forget that quickly just how dominant a champion Jose Aldo was. I mean, this guy took on all comers and beat all comers, knockouts, submissions, decisions, just dominated in every facet of the game. He beat a lot of good guys. Chad Mendes, you know, he beat Chad Mendes. Chad Mendes is a superstar. Guy's a stud. Climbed his way back up, right back down. See you later. So, you know, that was really incredible, and he just beat a lot of guys. And you don't lose for 10 years like that. You get an air of confidence, like a Ronda Rousey kind of confidence, or almost a Mike Tyson type confidence. And he seemed to have that riding into that Conor McGregor fight before that. But I have to wonder how much Conor got in his head. Was it that he froze when Conor came in, or did Conor have him so upset that he just came in with a bad game plan and kept his chin in there? They both landed at the same time, if you remember the fight, and Conor's punch was harder. And maybe it was just a fluke of the, you know, fluke shot that Conor catches him. But now Jose Aldo, again, after not losing for so long, gets knocked out again by Holloway. I do start to question his chin, but I don't count him out of any fight. He's going to come in with a great game plan. He's going to study those tapes. I know he is. He's going to be more prepared for Max Holloway, for that unorthodox style, for the, you know, the takedowns, the submission attempts, the striking. Max, of course, has a reach advantage that it's hard to train for. Man, it's really hard at 145 pounds to, that is a big advantage. But if anybody can do it, it's Aldo. If that chin holds up, and this guy is still just so talented if he's there mentally. And that's the one thing I wonder about, is where is Jose Aldo mentally? Where's Aldo? As Max Holloway, I think, famously put it when he was trying to get a shot against him. Nobody knows but Aldo. If I were him, if I were somebody close to him, I would have recommended that he be seeing some sports psychologists, some of these sports therapists that some kickers have worked through. In the NFL, everybody knows, you know, the kicking game is, if you're a football fan, is almost 100% mental. You had guys like Grammatica, they used to call him Automatica, and all of a sudden he couldn't hit anything. You got issues now with Blair Walsh. He used to be one of the best kickers in the NFL. Now he's over there stinking it up for my Seahawks. But, you know, how much of it is a confidence thing? How much of it is a mental thing? And how much of it is it that, no, he didn't get knocked out, but just the grueling 10 years of not being defeated, all the grueling sparring matches, all the times, you know, he obviously has been hit. I mean, he dominated in a lot of those fights, but he got tagged, and you're getting tagged in sparring all the time. Who knows how many concussions he's had over the years. The guy's been fighting a very, very long time. Max is young, he's fresh, he's not even hit his prime, he's getting better every fight. And if I have to say that, you know, somebody is going to adjust and come out the better fighter coming into this fight, it's got to be Holloway, just because, you know, he's growing so fast, the growth potential. And Aldo might be on his way down in the second half of his career, most likely. Does that mean that he can't beat Holloway? Of course not. He can beat anybody. And the guy's a stud. But Max Holloway is just, his work ethic is incredible. His skills are starting to match up to it. His body's starting to go into a man. And he could be a scary, scary dude and reign for a long, long time. Everybody knows 145-pound and 155-pound, which people have talked about him going to, is just full of killers. One of them being Cub Swanson, that felt like he was ducked in this, but just straight up killers all over the place. Forget, you know, Conor McGregor, possibly a rematch there. Nate Diaz at 155. You got Donald Cerrone. I mean, there's just killers everywhere. Chad Mendes still out there. Frankie Edgar, who was injured. The list goes on and on. Edson Barboza, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Tony Ferguson. And you're talking about 145 and 155. You're just talking about a murderer's row. And if I had to pick a winner in this fight, I said, you know, it would be Holloway at this stage of their career. But Aldo's definitely got plenty left in the tank to come out with a knockout, a decision, or a submission. And Holloway better not take him lightly for a second. And I don't expect him to. Tell me what you guys think down there in the comments, please. Please give me a like and subscribe if you like what I do. I do some live UFC podcasts where I commentate through the fights, sometimes the Fox shows, sometimes pay-per-view, and I'd like for you to be able to follow me along on those live and tell me what you think too. So if you subscribe, you'll automatically get a notification when I go live, and I'd love you to join our community here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode, and enjoy UFC 218.